Do you know how Pam Bondi and Donald Trump became acquainted? I'm about to fucking tell you. And this coincides with something I have questioned for a very long time, which is why are politicians bought so cheaply? And what I learned on that topic recently, and how what we know now totally verifies that. Let me explain. So every time you see footage of Donald Trump giving deposition testimony, it's in relation to Trump University. The attorney generals of multiple states and then also individual people brought suits against Donald Trump for his involvement in Trump University. Trump University was a scam. And I mean, they've got internal documents that prove it. The coaching of the coaches was stuff like, don't let people think that they can't afford it. Make sure that they know that they can leverage their homes, their children's education, they can pay with credit cards. And they were charging like $35,000 for an opportunity to be mentored by Donald Trump or one of his hand-picked people. And you know how he always talks about we have the best people, we have the best people. Well, he was saying it back then too. We have the best people. And he would say in advertising material that he hand-picked these people. So people thought that they were either going to be mentored directly by Donald Trump, and this is like how to become a real estate mogul. Either they were going to be coached directly by Donald Trump or someone that he thinks is excellent. And reality had nothing to do with these people. He didn't fucking know these people. And so the depositions are like asking him like, do you know this person? Do you know? No, that. And then they're like, well, you said that you were going to handpick them. And he said, well, that's just advertising talk. People were financially ruined by this scam. So Pam Bondi, who was the elected attorney general for the state of Florida, she was elected in 2010. She was talking about bringing a lawsuit against Donald Trump for the exact same thing in 2013. And then Donald Trump, through his foundation, his nonprofit foundation, charitable foundation, contributed money to her re-election campaign. And then suddenly she decided not to pursue anything against Donald Trump. That donation was illegal because a nonprofit charitable organization cannot make a political donation. And the donation it was $25,000. And they knew that they weren't allowed to make that donation because the charitable foundation didn't even claim that donation on their taxes. And so this all started, or it came to light, because the tax man was like, what's this? They obviously said, oopsies, inadvertent error. Donald Trump reimburses the foundation $25,000 from his own money and then pays a fine to the IRS for $2,500. Pam Bondi is on record as saying she didn't know that it was an illegal contribution, but all's well that ends well, and she never pursued charges or a lawsuit against Donald Trump for his Trump University shit. Individuals in the state of Florida ended up suing him, but she, the top cop in the state of Florida, did nothing. Which is funny because she was so vocal and she was doing like the press circuit talking about how she was going to come down on Donald Trump. After the election in 2016, when Donald Trump was elected president, he settled these lawsuits for something like $26 million. So there was something there. Right? This includes the Attorney General out of New York's suit against him. So this $26 million also went to that. So there was something there, and Pam Bondi looked the other way for $25,000. So if, like me, you have always been curious why these politicians are sold out so cheaply, how they sell out so cheaply, how they're bought so cheaply, I watched a video like a week or so ago that I was like, oh, it's so cheap. And then the idea is that you're going to get paid off later, right? Book deals. And then in the video that I watched, it was so clever. I wish I had saved it. But it was like, what do you mean a book deal? That just sounds like more work to me. And they're like, no, that's what we have ghostwriters for. But this is an avenue whereby we can pay you. As soon as you're out of office, you're going to get book deal after book deal, speaking engagement after speaking engagement, overinflated, completely overinflated rates, right? So the book is automatically a number one fucking bestseller. It was for $100 million or whatever the fuck, one right after the other, and then you didn't have to do anything. You didn't do anything. And it's not just the politician themselves, it'll be their spouses as well, first ladies, you know the deal. And the video was like, well, you know, how does the person know that they'll deliver? Well, because they have a track record of delivering. They've got a track record of delivering the favor after the fact. So the person takes the small amount in the way of some small contribution. They take that up front and they trust because they've seen how this organization or this particular pack or whatever, they come through. So they trust it, and then guess what? They do come through, and the person, the pack, the organization, whatever it is, whomever it is that wants the thing, it behooves them to follow through with the promises that they make, because then the future favors that they're asking for from the new people, those will get done because those people will see that this person is a greaser of their word. Unrelated, Pam Bondi, after taking $25,000 from Donald Trump back in 2013, is now the Attorney General of the United States. Thanks.